All right, sorry guys if my voice is a little off. As you guys know me very well, I'm very passionate and high energy out there on the field. But first off, I gotta give God all the glory and thank you Jesus for the opportunity to coach this team. Thank you Jesus for the victory, and I serve a champion. And my Savior died on the cross, but He rose again 3 days later. That's my King. That's my foundation, and I'm proud of our team going out there playing their absolute tails off, and they don't run from hard work. Tuesday, Wednesday, our guys are absolutely practicing like it's fall camp. Getting after each other, banged up, living in the training room. Practice performance equals game reality, and that's what these guys do. And they absolutely love their teammates. They do that for each other. They do that for Bronco Nation. I have to give a shout out to our fans, Bronco Nation. That was electric on that field tonight, and that was a huge advantage for us. Will continue to be a huge advantage as we go through this season. Thank you for everybody that showed up. We got, as a team, got to keep learning, keep growing. Our best football is in front of us and has to. The best teams continue to learn and get better week to week, and that's what I'm excited for. But I got to give just a shout-out to our team in general, how hard they play. They play for each other. Still a lot to clean up, but I'm proud of this team. I love coaching this team. There's nothing I wouldn't do for them, and I know there's nothing they wouldn't do for each other. So I'm proud of how we came out. We knew starting on the offensive side, we knew that their defense was going to play really hard, and they did. Coach Cutter had a great game plan going into this. And, Ashton Jeanty, a guy that's an even better person than he is a football player. You talk about a guy on Tuesday practice sprints across the field to go grab a receiver that made a play and said, that's what we need you to do in the game. That's what we need you to do in the game. That's what I've been waiting to see. This is Ashton Jeanty. He's not worried about how many touches he's going to get, how he can get through practice. He cares about his team. And that showed tonight. A bunch of guys stepped up. Maddox, I thought, made good decisions with the football. Still a lot of the meat on the bone with him in our pass game. No sacks tonight. Our offensive line continues to battle. We continue to rotate guys through. Coach Keene does a great job with that. And we're continually able to make explosive plays. And even when we need to grind a team down, our offense can do that. We still got a long way to go, and I'm excited to keep learning and growing. And I'm so proud of our defense. Coach Shenander and the plan he put together. We knew going into this game that number 10, Mateer, was going to be one of the best quarterbacks we see all season. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. And being able to get, I think, 7 sacks tonight when they'd given up 5 at this point all season long. Being able to get him off a spot. There's still there's some tackling out there we got to grow in. There's some fits we got to fit. But, that defense was relentless tonight. A bunch of TFLs, got them behind the chains, and stayed in the fight. Proud of them. So we got to just keep learning and growing. Right now, don't know exactly what happened with James Ferguson Reynolds. We'll find out. They told me that he was obviously out of the game. It was a big hit on him. I'm not going to talk about that in detail, but we'll find out more about that injury as we go through this week. But I was proud of, even Jarrett stepping up on kickoffs, being able to get some touchbacks that we needed. So a bunch of guys stepped up. It's a team win. For me, when we look at it, we're going to keep learning and growing. That's what it is. It's not the opponent's nameless and faceless. What did we learn? Where are we growing to? And it's going to be no different with our team on Monday.
You talk about finishing games offensively, last 4 drives, all touchdowns. How happy does that make you as a coach?
It's huge. That's championship football. And being able to, even sometimes we got behind the chains, find a way to make it 3rd and short, move the chains. It's huge. It's the efficiency of our offense. Like I said, our coaches do a great job with the details, and our guys practice like that. Our guys go out there and practice their tails off. Our scout teams work their tails off to give our offense and defense the best looks. But being able to go out there and have 4 touchdowns to finish a game, that's how you put a team away, especially a really good football team like Washington State. And they've showed time after time this season, down 2 scores, down 10 points, down a touchdown, able to come back and win, and being able to put them away there in the 4th quarter was huge.
Coming out of halftime, Washington State goes on an 8-minute and 4-second drive, and they don't come away with points. How big was that play by Rodney Robinson to knock him out of field goal range?
Huge. And we talk a lot about it. Even keep swinging. Keep swinging, stay in the fight. That's an explosive offense, one of the most explosive offenses in the country. So just because they get a first down, don't let it turn into a touchdown. Get them down. Give us a shot. And great call by Coach Chin's Rod in space. Number 10 is one of the hardest guys to take down in space across the country. And that huge play to get him out of field goal range, flipping the field, getting our offense back out. Those are game-changing plays. And so I'm proud of those guys making it.
Sean Mateer took his first carry of the night, 52 yards. He finished the night with 20 carries for 28 yards. How impressive is that?
Man, once again, hats off to our coaches. They had a great plan. They knew going in what we needed to do. Coach Nander does a great job with our defense and stayed in it. That first drive was 3 plays and a touchdown. And the first play, the best player on the field takes off for whatever it was that you said, Jay, over 50 yards. Hey, stay in it. We'll correct it, get it fixed. What do we learn from that drive? What can we fix? And our guys did that, and they stayed in it. And we knew they were going to get some yards, but get them down. Make a tackle, work to punch the ball out. I mean, a huge interception at the end of the second half by Ty Benefield. That's our first interception of the season. So I'm hoping they come aplenty now. But it's just staying in the fight. I mean, if that turns into a touchdown, it's you never know. Football's a game of momentum. And to get momentum is all about execution. So staying in it, keep swinging. That's what we train for. And in the fourth quarter, when we bring it up to finish that game, I always have the guys look up to the decks. Say, look at those decks. Right now, they're filled with fans. But when no one was around, you were running those, puking on the side. Like, that's what Boise State football is about. Blue collar, chip on your shoulder, finish what you start. And I'm proud of our guys doing it.
When a player has performed the way Ashton Jeanty has this season, how do you find ways to challenge him to be even better?
Well, first off, Ashton Jeanty needs nobody to challenge him. He challenges himself every single day. And he impacts me and our program that way every single day. But he wants and thrives on growth every single day. One of the first guys in the building, last to leave. He's after practice working on his craft. That's how he's wired. There can be no lights in this building. No one's here. Ashton will be here working his tail off to grow and thrive. And people follow him. When your best players are your hardest workers, you always got a shot. And so he's the guy who, no matter after this game, if he had a bunch of yards, which he did, he's going to be in here and be frustrated about maybe the couple ones that he didn't play well or some tackles that guy's made on him that he know he can break. That's just who he is. And Coach J-Mo does a great job with our stable. And we got a bunch of great backs in there, and Ashton Jeanty's the leader of that room.
Jeanty's the best player you've had the chance to work with and coach?
No question. And once again, not just because of what he does on the football field. I have privilege that you guys don't have to see him every single day. I brought the story again. January, when there's snow on the ground, Ashton Jeanty's one of the first ones out there working, doing bear crawls in the snow with his teammates, bringing people along with him. And then what he does on the field, he's an absolute matchup issue.
I don't know what can be said that hasn't already been said about him, but you look at his touchdown runs tonight. He's breaking out of tackles. He's dragging guys into the end zone. How would you describe his runs tonight?
Relentless. Absolute relentless. I mean, talk about a guy who puts his team on his back, loves this team, and will find any way to score because he knows that's what his team needs. That's Ashton. Loves his team, and he is the driving force of our team. And now leaders are stepping up around him to help thrive that because they look to him for that leadership. I mean, Ahmed Hossein stepped up in his leadership. Alexander Tubner is a big-time leader for our team. Ben Dooley, the senior on our offensive line. I mean, Cam Campers, Latrell Caples. I could keep going through the list of guys that are leaders that not only lead themselves first, but then grab some guys, bring them with them. Come on, we need this practice today. We need this drive. We need to finish because it's going to show up in the game. I mean, you've always got a shot when your best players are your biggest leaders and your best workers.
I know that earlier this week, Spencer, you guys jumped in the rankings for the first time since 2020. Washington State was 4-0. They beat 2 Power 5 teams, and you guys just smacked them by basically 4 touchdowns. What can your team achieve? Where can you guys go from here?
It's all about what are we learning, where are we growing to, Jay. And that's no different. I'll be honest, what I told our team on Monday was ranked top 25, biggest game in this, in years on the blue. Doesn't matter. What do we learn? Where are we growing to? Because the opponent is nameless in faces. We do a great job prepping for them, but it's all about how are we growing. And so for me, it doesn't matter where we're ranked. It's still going to be about what are we learning, where are we growing to. I'm a huge believer in process. It's not each week something brand. It's process. What are we working to grow in? And I believe in practice performance. That way for me, I have a blast in the game because I've seen our guys work. I didn't know what tonight would turn out, but I knew our guys were going to play hard, they're going to play well, because I've seen them practice. I've seen them do it. If ever we left a week of practice where I'm like, I don't know, our guys were cutting corners, that's just not this team. That's not this team. They don't cut corners. They don't run from hard work. They hold each other to high standards. So where's the ceiling? We got to keep growing. I know that we're not playing our best football yet, but I also know any team on our schedule could absolutely beat us up. I know that. And that's shown across college football.
A little bit this last week because he stepped up and wanted to be on kickoff, and I know that with the way you guys played defense, he hasn't played probably as much as maybe you'd wanted to at times this year. Washington State going for that 4th down, and he meets Mateer and turns him back.
I mean, pivotal play in the game. I mean, the ball's 4th and 1. I want to say it's on the -30, -29, somewhere in there. I mean, you talk about a 4th and I don't know what the stats are on stopping QB sneak, but it's got to be very, very low. One of the first ones I've ever seen stopped was tonight, and that's Marco. I mean, he's a guy that is all about his teammates. I talked about it last week. I mean, we've had some issues with some of our cover units, and he's waiting for me in my office saying, Coach, I need to talk to you. Put me on those cover units. Put me on them. I will help lead those. My team needs me to run down on kickoff. I will do it. And he had 3 tackles on kickoff. Like, that's Marco. Loves his team, and we're going to continue to use him in ways on defense, especially because he's one of our best leaders too.
That 4th down stop, they had to go to a review to see it. You know, from your vantage point, did you know right away that it was a stop?
From my vantage point, I always think it's a stop. So let me first off say that. But secondly, from the booth, they're like, Coach, I think he stopped him. So even if they didn't review it, I was going to try and have him challenge it and go for it or look at it because, I mean, I saw right away Marco get him, and I think Rod pulled him back too. And so, I mean, it's just a huge pivotal play. And then our offense goes, I think, 2 plays later, touchdown. I mean, those are the game-changing plays. I mean, if they get that, you never know. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about college football is it's a game of momentum. If it starts going your way and you make some of those plays through execution, it can change everything.
What do you think of the DBs tonight? There were a lot of pass breakups in the red zone, in the end zone that ended up not points on the board for Washington State because of that.
Yeah, I'm proud of him. I mean, Coach Demo, Coach Stock do a great job with our back end. We got a great group, but there's still a lot more meat on the bone, and our guys continue to work. But I'm proud of how they played tonight. We knew the style of their offense. We were going to put our entire defense, but especially our back end, in a lot of conflict because they had the deal breaker with their quarterback. I mean, you spread them out to cover all the routes you're dealing with, and Mateer will take off, and it's tough to get him down. So there's a lot of different switch-ups we had to do, and Coach Shenander and our back-end coaches did a great job with it. Our DBs played hard. I mean, we got our first interception of the season, and the tackles in space, we made them. We missed a couple. We got to clean those up. There's some angles and some leverage we missed that we got to grow in, but I'm proud of how our DBs played, and we can build on that.
Got to see Breezy a couple of times tonight. Just how do you like what he did tonight?
Yeah, I'm proud of Breezy. I mean, going through injuries, to this point hasn't been able to have the season that I know he hoped and we wanted. But with Sai going down, he stepped up. He's healthy now and still continue to work his tail off in the training room to be the best version of himself, which we need down the stretch. So it was awesome to give him the game, get him some carries, and I know his best football is in front of him too.
The timing of that interception, what did it do for you guys going into the locker room?
It's momentum. You know, football is a game of momentum. So instead of going down, even a kick and a field goal, it's all about winning that middle 8. Those 4 minutes at the end of the second quarter, the 4 minutes at the start of the third quarter. And so getting that, especially knowing that they get the ball coming out of half, making sure they came away with no points was a huge play by Ty Benefield, and we can build on it.
Spence, early in the season, I mean, 3rd downs were a point of emphasis for you guys in terms of stopping them. Mm-hmm. And the stats show they were 7 of 17, but they got some late. Like, in the pivotal moments of the game, they were like 3 of 14.
Huge.
How were you guys so effective on 3rd down tonight?
It was huge. I mean, Coach Shenander and our defense, I mean, they did a great job switching up the looks. And our guys work at it. I mean, even after, the first game against Georgia Southern, we struggled on 3rd down. So our guys work it. We do more walkthroughs with it. We clean it up. We make sure it's simple for our players to execute and go out there and attack. And you don't win those 3rd downs, there's a whole different football game, especially the offense we're playing. So getting off the field and getting big shots in the quarterback. I mean, you get 10 QB hits in a game, you win the game. I know our players hit Mateer a lot. And he's a big-time football player, so it's huge getting off the field on 3rd down. And even the couple times that we gave up 3rd down, I think there's a couple scrambles that he ran for. Our guys stayed in the fight and found a way to get off the field, which is big time.
Coach, when he came in as an interim coach last year, you kind of talked about the team being playing. One of the things that you would have wanted to instill was the team playing really instinctive and really fast. Mm-hmm. Have you seen that progress? Because I think you saw that tonight. Yeah. And why is that important to your philosophy as a coach, and why is that important?
Yeah. Well, it goes back to the practice performance, because if you perform the way you're supposed to in practice, and our guys, like I keep saying, our guys work their tails off on Tuesday, Wednesday, which are our big work days, you do that so that you have the confidence to absolutely cut it loose on Saturday and play fast. Doesn't mean I never say play perfect, but I want our guys having the confidence and the belief so when they step on any field, on the blue, in an away stadium, they play fast for their brothers because they know they've trained to do that. And that's the only way to play this game. I don't want any player in our team to ever fear failure. Attack success, and that looks like a group of 11 guys playing their tails off, playing fast every snap. It matters to me, and that's what we're going to continue to build.
I got one more. Yeah. Spencer, I'm kind of taking a shot at this. Like, publicity matters, and perspective matters in order to build your program, right? I know nothing's given, everything's earned. I get it. And I think for a while there, it's like Boise State was working off their reputation from the past. They'd start in the preseason poll, fall out of the rankings. Now you guys are doing the opposite. What does it mean to you to be climbing?
Yeah. No, it's a great question, Jay. I mean, that's why, I mean, our core values are the 5 letters and climb, because I believe that's life. Like, everything's a journey. And it doesn't matter what media or people tell me our team is ranked or what we are. Obviously, that's the reality. But for me, it's all about what are we working to? What are we climbing to? Because that's life. I mean, life's not about mountaintop experiences. This was a huge win for our program. Huge win. Cannot be more proud of our players cutting it loose. But tomorrow, we flip the switch. We're on Utah State. And it's climbing to the next mountaintop that we got to work to a week from now to play a really good opponent, Utah State. That's life. That's football, which teaches you about life. And that's what I love. I get so much joy seeing our players work their tails off when no one's around and then put it on full display when the nation's watching, because I know it teaches them so much about life. It doesn't mean it's going to be perfect, but when you work your tail off, you always give yourself a shot to be successful. And that's what I'm excited for this program, to keep climbing, to keep growing. I don't know what the ceiling is, and I don't focus on that. I focus on what's up next week. And I'm going to be excited to watch the film and talk with our players and how they're growing. But I love this team, and this team loves each other. And that was on display tonight. Still going to be a lot to clean up. Our best football, I believe, is still in front of us. But the same thing I tell our players before we play every game, I know their best is enough. And I know here, your best is required. That's what built this place. That's what built Boise State football, was blue-collar guys, chip on their shoulder, that continue to work for their teammates because they love each other. And so where the ceiling is, where we're climbing to, I don't know. I'm going to leave that in God's hands, but I'm excited to keep learning and growing.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Oh, without further ado, get me off the stage. Let's clap it up for Ashton and Jeanty, man. Are you kidding me? Love you, dog. Proud of you. I saw your family out there. So yeah. I'm going to come in. Thank you, guys.